Hello, and welcome to another episode of Read Me a Story. I have some wonderful friends today joining us at the Martin Homestead. We're super excited to see you, and we're going to get started with our very first story, all about, can you guess? Goats. And it is animals on the farm. Goats. Let's see what it's all about. Goats on the farm. I am a goat. I live on a farm. Have you ever seen a goat? We have 3 goats right here that we can see. Do you see my floppy ears? They are to keep out dust. So each of these girls have ears that keep the dust out. Do you see my hard hoofs? Oh, sometimes they need to be trimmed. Do you see my soft lips? Look at these soft lips. They can help me eat hay. Do you see my eyes? My pupil is a rectangle, and it helps me to see at night. Do you see my teeth? My baby teeth have fallen out. Ooh, do you see my big udder? It gives me milk. The farmer takes the milk and he makes cheese. Do you see my horns? Ooh, I use those to fight and play. Those are some really big horns on this goat. These goats don't have horns though. I won! I am king of the hill. Let's look at all the different parts of a goat. We have horns, we have ears, we have hoofs. The end. Join us soon and we'll get ready for our very next story. See you in a minute. Welcome back. Our very next book is A Unicorn Named Sparkle, and it's by Amy Young. Lucy wanted to save money. She could hardly wait. She was ready to send it in the mail. I will name my unicorn Sparkle. He will be blue with a pink tail and a pink mane. She's going to buy a unicorn? A whole day passed. I will put flowers around his neck. He will let me ride on his back. Another day passed. I will take him to show and tell. Everyone will love him. Oh boy, he might be scared when he first gets here. I will give him a cupcake. Sparkle, Sparkle, where are you? Bah! Finally, a big truck rolled up. It was the unicorn man. He left a big box on the porch. It's Sparkle. Lucy opened the box carefully, gently. Chomp. The cupcake was gone. Sparkle, come back. Sparkle, not the underpants. No! But he was not what she expected. He had spots. His ears were too long. He smelled funny. Oh, and he had fleas. Lucy put on flowers on a necklace and gave it to him. He ate it. She put a tutu on him. He ate it too. He did not want to be ridden, and he bucked her right off. He did not want to go to show and tell. Bah! And when he got there, he behaved poorly, kind of like our baby goats here. Lucy was mad. "You are a bad unicorn." She walked away. "Stop that." But Sparkle followed her. That night, there was a storm. Sparkle was afraid. Lucy gave him Bear so he would be persistent and he would not be afraid. It wasn't enough. She had to read him a bedtime story too, and then give him warm milk to drink. He licked her hand. She patted his head and said, "Don't be such a big baby." Ooh, his fur was very soft. And at last, he fell asleep. The next morning, Lucy watched Sparkle play in the yard. He liked the butterflies, and they liked him. Some of the boys came by and asked, "What's your goat's name?" His name is Sparkle, and he is not a goat." "He looks like a goat." "Well, he's not a goat. He's a special kind of unicorn." After the boys left, Lucy watched Sparkle play more and more. She had to admit, sometimes he made her smile and he made her laugh. Lucy put a cupcake in the far corner of the truck. And so the cupcake was there and he went. Lucy shut the door. Sparkle asked, "Bah!" The unicorn man revved his engine and away he went. Lucy yelled, "Wait!" Sparkle bleated, "Bah!" The truck stopped. Lucy opened the box and Sparkle jumped out. He was so excited that he knocked her down by mistake. "Sparkle," said Lucy, "welcome home." The end. We'll be right back with our next story. Stay tuned.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
See, Smokey thinks I'm funny.
Welcome back. Our very next book for you is Farm, and it's by Alicia Cooper. We have some more farm friends here with us. We have 2 sheep, and they're ready for our story. There's a farmer, another farmer, a boy, a girl. And they have a house, 2 barns, some sheds, some silos, 3 tractors, and more trucks. There's 2 farm hands, there's cattle, chickens, and plenty of equipment. Countless cats and a dog. Put them all together and you get, what do you think? A farm. Fields lie underneath the farm. The fields are flat. They stretch as far as the eye can see. There are no hills. Clouds race overhead, almost touching the fields below. Early in spring, the fields are bare, and a tractor rumbles back and forth. Inside the tractor, the farmer drinks his coffee and he listens to the weather reports on the radio. Every once in a while, he turns in his seat to check on the tiller. The tiller turns the soil. It prepares it for planting. Dirt pops into the air, and the fields change from the color of milk chocolate to the color of dark chocolate. The tractor stops. The farmer starts the engine and he calls a neighbor on his cell phone. The neighbor brings a new part and together they work the tractor and fix it. It starts to rain. The tractor stops again. Oh, March is muddy month and the weather must be dry for tilling. The farmer will have to wait because the weather can't be fixed. In April, the mornings grow lighter. Before school, the girl feeds the cattle and the boy feeds the chicken. Morning chores would be better if they didn't happen every morning. After school, the boy and the girl plant tomato, carrot, and green bean seeds in the garden. They plant sweet corn, the kind that people eat. Some chores don't need to seem like chores. The farmer plants feed corn, the kind that the animals eat. The tractor pulls a planter that drops the seeds into the soil, and it goes in long, straight rows. The planter looks like a big green beetle when you look at it. The day is warm. The barn doors stay open. The barn smells of hay and of manure and engine grease. It smells of dust. Dust covers everything. It covers the shovels, the buckets, and it swallows all of the spider webs. A toy tractor, a chair with 3 logs, and the girl and the boy that they sit on the concrete floor. Even the barn cats are dirty. Some of the barn cats don't have names. Some do. There's Oreo. She's black and white. She's sweet and good at catching mice. There's Claw. He's always scratching something. The dog, the cat, the barn. Fern has a purr bigger than she is and a tail that wraps around her legs and it wraps around everyone who walks by. Martha S. is constantly cleaning herself with her tongue. She's very clean for a barn cat. Homer and Fern are friends. She sheds when she leans on him. Together they walk around the barnyard and they keep things in order. Homer spends the rest of the day waiting for the farmer to come back from the fields. Sometimes when he's bored, he bounces around with the chickens. The chickens scurry around the barnyard and they avoid Homer. The rooster struts behind, looking very important. One rooster's name is Breakfast and the other's name is Biggie. The hens don't have names. The cattle don't have names either. They have a number tag on their ears and sandpaper tongues with their dark gray eyes and very long lashes. When the animals are not eating or sleeping or grooming, they are deep in thought, or so it seems. Breakfast and Biggie like to look their heads around curiously. Claw studies the barn wall. And the cattle stare into space and chew on their cuds. When they are thinking, what are they thinking? Are they dreaming? Who knows? They think their very own thoughts. Everything grows in May. The corn shoots up as high as the girl's knees. The rows look like wet hair just after it's combed. And the farmer combs the rows with the tractors, spraying fertilizer and pesticide everywhere. Then the rows grow together and the fields become ocean of green. The farms are like islands on the ocean and the tractors are like boats. At the edge of the fields, the butterflies bounce in the garden and the bees zoom from bud to bud. The girl steps on a bee, the boy gets hit by mosquitoes, and the cats swallow grasshoppers and hack them back up. At night, everyone itches. The land heats up and the farm is rich with smells. The smells change depending on which way the wind is blowing. To the west is a hog farm, and the wind in that direction blows strong. To the north is a farm with fields of alfalfa, and it smells sweet like summer. To the east is a farm that put up cell phone towers, and it doesn't smell like anything. To the south is more cornfields, which sort of smell buttery. And beyond that is our town. The work of planting is done. Things slow down. The farmer drives into town to get some spare parts for the tractor. School is out, so the girl and the boy come too. They stop for hamburgers and they drink milkshakes. On the way home, the farmer pulls over and talks to a neighbor about crop prices and their vacation plans coming up. On the open window, a walker A water sprinkler sprays tink, 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 tink. June is a very sweet month. Other animals enjoy June too. Breakfast takes a dust bath. Homer sneaks green beans from the garden. The cattles mosey around and poop. Plop, plop, plop. Claus scratches at himself. And Bear plays with a snake and eats it. At dusk, the wild animals come out. Skunk shuffles across the barn. Rabbits nibble through the garden. Chipmunks scatter over the road. Pheasants stalk among the corn. An unseen fox cries out, and Homer howls from the farm and barks back. On the farm, everywhere when it's dark, the animals are always awake. The days grow humid. The cattle lie down. They know that thunderclouds are gathering at one end of the land. The temperature drops. Birds dart for cover. The farmer rushes to get things done. Another drop and another drop. Whoosh! Sheets of water sweep across the farm. It hammers the roofs and the railing windows. And it's over. The corn is all beads of water in one direction, as if to say, the storm had come my way. After a storm, the farm swells with the sound, and the corn rustles, the cattle bellow, and a tractor echoes in and out. Birds quarrel, bugs hum. Their hum is constant. Even the clouds seem to make sounds as they bump across the sky. For a quiet place, the farm is not so quiet. July is for exploring. The girl wanders to the creek with Homer and catches catfish. The boy plays with the cats, but they're not interested, so he heads to a neighbor's farm. Other people's places are always more exciting. The farmer drives the boy and the girl into town, where they see sweet corn, and they sell it from the back of the truck. The girl picks more corn for dinner. She collects eggs. They shuck the ear of corn, and it squeaks. The boy picks tomatoes, carrots, beets, and he throws some tomatoes to the birds, and the farmer tells him to stop throwing. A delivery truck stops. Claw climbs inside before the boy shoos him out. The truck brought ice cream maker, and July is a good month for eating ice cream. August is the hottest month. It's so steamy on the horizon. Everything looks good for shade, and the boy heads to the hayloft to build forts and hide. Homer slinks into the barn and lies on the cool concrete. The cats are nowhere to be found. The chickens have disappeared too. The cattle huddle under the trees down by the creek. They swat flies off of one another with their tails and noses. The girl reads on the swing, and she looks into the fields to discover shade under the roof of the corn. October is harvest time. The combine harvester is as big as a barn, and it's loud as a factory. It roars through the field, gobbling up 8 rows of corn at a time. It bites off the stalks, it puts them in its mouth, and it separates the kernels from the cob. Sometimes, to save time, the combine fills the wagons. The farmer checks the corn's yield on his computer. He talks with other farmers, and he eats a sandwich. In November, it breaks and it's cold. The cats grow winter coats. The chickens stay indoors. The cattle are sent to the market. In the barn, the farmer drinks coffee and he works on his tractor. The girl's not around as much. She's thinking about other things. Homer sits on the porch and he waits for her to come home. Leaves scatter over the farm. The fields are dirt again, ready for next year. In the evening, geese fly over the fields. An autumn rain falls, and just as the seasons of the farm turn, the water seeps into the earth. The end. Thank you for reading the story with me. We'll be back for another one in just a minute.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be.
There is no typical firefighter.
Glad to have you back. Our next book is Llama Llama and the Bully Goat, and this is by Anna Dudney. Let's see what's happening. Our sheep are all ready to hear about Llama Llama. Llama Llama and the Bully Goat. Llama Llama, busy day, writing, counting, pictures, clay. Roll a pancake, draw the sun. Almost everyone has fun. Time for circle, time for song, time to clap and sing along. Kitty, rhino, sheep, and calf, llama, Nellie, and giraffe. All sing songs in their own way. Moo and bellow, baa and bray. Llama Llama claps the beat. Gilroy Goat just points and bleats. Sheep goes baa and calf goes moo. Gilroy thinks that's silly too. Llama Llama likes to sing. Gilroy laughs at everything. And he laughs at everything. Llama sings out just the same. Gilroy says, a not nice name. Teacher has some things to say. Calling names is not okay. Being mean is not allowed. Teacher says, please stop it now. Time for recess. Go outside. Monkey bars and slippery slide. Nellie's doll makes a road, and Fuzzy Llama pulls a load. Kids climb up and kids climb down. Everybody runs around. Nellie's deli wants to dig. Fuzzy drives a great big rig. Gilroy stands in Fuzzy's way. Gilroy, do you want to play? Gilroy bleats and kicks the dirt. He gets sand in Llama's shirt. Gilroy throws some dirt at Nellie. Ha ha, news are really smelly. Aw. Gilroy pushes and Fuzzy falls. Ha ha, llamas play with dolls. Uh-oh. Gilroy snickers, laughs, and kicks. Gilroy tosses toys and sticks. Gilroy stomps on Llama's coat. Gilroy is a bully goat. Oh boy. Gilroy, this is not okay. Stop it, or we will have to go away. Being bullied is no fun. Walk away and go tell someone. Gilroy fusses, frowns, and pouts. Gilroy gets a long time out. Teacher says, let's try again. Gilroy, can you be a good friend? No more kicking, no more names. Time to play a nicer game. End of recess, back inside. Gilroy sits by the teacher's side. Everyone sings a song, and this time, Gilroy sings along. Gilroy Goat has fun with Llama. But school is over, and here comes Mama. Tomorrow has more games to try. See you then, and our friends wave goodbye. The end. All right, we'll take a break, and then we'll get ready for our very next story. See you then.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
I used to think news is news. It's all the same. But it's not. There's a big difference between local broadcast news and cable news. See, local stations are part of my community, connecting me to local news, weather, and sports on every device. It makes sense. Get the news from the people I trust who actually live here. No agenda, no bias like on cable shout shows or social media, just facts. For news I can trust, I stay local. Support your local stations. Text TV to 52886 today.
Welcome to Oxford Community Television. We are proud that our 4 communities continue to choose local programming, local news, sports, community issues, familiar faces, celebrations, and commitment to each other. Welcome to Oxford Community Television.
Thank you for joining us again. And our very last story today is Blue Chicken, and it's by Deborah Friedman. All of our chicken friends have come to read with us. At last, this picture is almost finished. The chickens are white, their coop is brown, and this day is perfect for painting the barn. And we'll paint the barn. But wait, does one of the chickens want to help? Instead of the barn, she's painting herself. She toppled the blue, and the spilled blue is spreading all around, and the ground grows blue too. One purple pansy is now a blue bloom. Blue yellow duckling splatters the cat. A moo wakes the chickens. They're peevish and blue. They dump the red wheelbarrow, and dropping that, the chicken who just wants to help. But the chicken is sorry, sincerely sorry. Maybe the chicken can undo the blue. Maybe, just maybe. Oh, look what happened. Look, no more blue. Except for the sky. The sky should be blue, and the morning is so clear, and the day is just perfect to paint the barn. The end. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you soon.